Morphin Mania time. I am Captain Logan, and welcome to day 50. Here's Eric.
Hi.
And DJ.
What's up?
How you doing, Jay?
I just had a good April Fool's. Remind me to tell you after.
Absolutely.
I just had a good idea for April Fool's.
Okay, don't forget. Do you need to write it down? Do we have to stop everything so you can
Give
write
me
it
a
down?
piece of paper so I can write it
Absolutely,
down.
we can do that.
Jerry's involved.
That's this show. That is this show. The joke or the man?
No, the man.
The man. Okay.
Man, Jim.
All right.
I thought you were about to write it on the cereal box.
Sorry, what?
I thought you were just giving him the cereal box to write on. I was like, that's
No, he's making notes with the cereal box. I'm sorry, it's a cool box and all. I'm not gonna keep that.
No, don't worry about it.
Well, folks, it's day 50, and for this monumental event, for us getting this far, we thought we would start this show by making notes about something completely unrelated.
It's not unrelated.
By making notes about a thing that I've not been told about yet. It's great to see everybody. Thanks for being here. We're going to go ahead and watch Return of the Green Ranger. And this is another three-parter, two three-parters in a row. So batch shooting tonight, everybody. We're just doing these two shows. It is exciting to do yet another three-parter. Let's go ahead and get right into it, folks. If you're watching with us live, make sure and go to the Rabbit Room in the description, and you can see exactly what we're looking at. And if you're watching after the fact, go to episode 44 of Season 2. We are getting really close to the end of 2, and that's exciting. And then we get to do Masked Rider.
Ooh.
At the beginning of Season 3.
Yeah.
Do you remember that's the opening one?
Yeah.
It's
and
Masked
they never
Rider, and then
mention
it's
him again, and his show ignores Power Rangers.
completely. Yep. So we've now talked about everything I remember about Masked Rider.
It's a good episode.
No, it is. It's pretty good. All right, here we go. Episode 44, Return of the Green Ranger Part 1. Everybody, please press play right now.
I'm here for the Masked Rider ones.
Yeah, me too.
I like those ones.
You'll remember more things about that than
And I watched that show a lot. Like, I went on my way to get, like, they weren't Happy Meal toys because they were, like, Taco Bell or something, but, like...
They did have toys,
I tried to get the Happy Meal toys, and, like, no, I really liked that show.
I had a full 5-inch, 6-inch Masked Rider figure.
I had that, too.
The one that flipped?
No. Mine was just a big figure like Power Rangers figures.
Okay.
And I had a small one, too, I think.
At the time, had you heard of Kamen Rider yet?
No. So the reason I find out about Kamen Rider, period, is because I'm wikiing Masked Rider.
Oh, much later.
Yes, much later. And then
when you could wiki things.
Yeah. And then Masked Rider was so much not, or Kamen Rider was so not popular in America at this point that when you typed in Masked Rider, it brought you to a local icon for some state who dressed like Zorro called Masked Rider. That was weird. That was the search that came up with when you typed in Masked Rider.
I think one of the things, I think about this kind of thing a lot. I think one of the things that would drive me most crazy about going back in time would be, but during an era where we still had the internet, would be trying to look up things that I know in my era I could find, but I can't find. Would drive me insane. I don't want to go back to 2008. There's all these things I wouldn't be able to find.
I'm trying to remember what Kamen Rider was on at that time. But there was, like I remember looking up, oh, there's a bunch of them, and, like, there's one right now, and... It might have been Fies. I'm not sure.
Oh, and they're talking about going back in time. That's a nice segue.
Back in time.
Dun, 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 dun.
Did you ever see the SNL skit where Michael J. Fox is in an elevator and
I don't think so.
And Dana Carvey's there, and he's just like mumbling to himself, so can I go back in time?
That's really funny. Yeah, so Tommy would go back in time to see King Arthur because that goes with all of the very complex, interesting character things that we know about him.
He's a leader with a sword.
Yep. See how superficial that is?
Hey.
Would he have said that while Jason was still in charge?
In the Sentai, when they all go get their, like...
Oh, he's a leader now. That's his prevailing character trait. He's a leader now.
Some things. They, like, talk about, like, how each of them have, like, this distinct character trait. And the leaders is, like, courage or, like, leadership. Like, something real generic, because Red Rangers are never fleshed out.
Yeah, we don't know anything about them. Continuity. Well, Zed, it's because of all that stuff that's in your blood now when you had that thing from Spencer's gift over your head.
Oh, man, you know, it'd be cool if they were still doing the blood through the pipes. is if when she poisoned him, it was a different color.
Yeah.
If it was like pink.
Or if he was like blue for a second, that'd be cool.
Yeah, did they just keep... So they kept the tubes, but they never put anything through them.
Yeah.
Well, that's disappointing.
Something that must be corrected in the adaptation if they make more movies.
But see, if he laughs like that, he doesn't turn red anymore either, does he?
That was too intense for children.
Him turning red?
Yeah, too intense.
What? Well, I'm surprised that he got to keep his design. Like, I'm surprised they didn't turn him like plaid or orange or something.
That's fun. I've never seen somebody thumb wrestle where they put faces on their thumbs. It's kind of fun.
I have not either.
If you think our standards are low for what we're enjoying, just remember what you're watching right now.
Tune in for the next video where we thumb wrestle.
We're going to put rangers on our fingers. Now, you do know that thumb wrestling, like, stickers are a thing, right?
No.
Yeah, that's a thing you can buy.
That sounds like a thing that we would try to sell and make it like Beyblade or something.
You can buy the arenas. Have you seen
like a Batman, a Wonder Woman, you thumb wrestle?
I think I've seen like little guys you put on your thumb.
I've seen that too, but I've also seen
they have arms.
Yeah, well, I said stickers. I think they're like tattoos. I think they're like temporary tattoos that go on your thumb. Yeah.
Have you seen the little arenas, the little wrestling rings that you stick your thumbs through?
No.
It's hilarious.
That's fantastic. Skulls aren't too intense.
I'm surprised they have her bowing to him like that.
Wait, someone said evil child. Is she talking to her dad right now? Oh. Oh, I think I remember this.
Yeah, remember
I'm having
deception?
Memories.
Is this the same Wizard of Deception that we had with Green Ranger before that has like the creepy non-face and...
No, that was I think.
Or is that a different thing?
The one that came out of the statue with the...
No.
We've seen...
I can't keep all this stuff straight anymore, man.
You know, when you call yourself the Wizard of Deception, it becomes very difficult to deceive.
There he is. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Haven't we seen him before?
Pretty sure.
Yeah. See, I remembered the thing.
Oh, I thought that was evil person.
Memories?
I am. All alone in the moonlight. So, what were you saying about if you're going to be a Wizard of Deception?
Well, if you're called the Wizard of Deception, it becomes much more difficult to deceive people.
Because like a big scary face with a...
Well, it starts... Well, they come to you and he's Wizard of Deception. You're like, well, you're going to deceive me. I'm aware.
Like, I know what you're going to try to do. Yeah. You can't deceive me.
It's like in Dragonlance, the evil wizards are wear black robes. And why would you do that? Because everyone would know that you're evil.
If you know that you're talking to the Wizard of Deception, for instance, and he says, hey, look behind you, you're an idiot if you turn around.
Do you treat every day like opposite day when you talk to the Wizard of Deception? Like you assume everything he's saying is a lie? His face is awesome, though.
Yeah, it's great.
It's like a cool like scarecrow design. Like
no, I've always really liked him.
Not Arkham, Injustice 2 Scarecrow.
DJ, he's on my list for the phone game.
Oh, really? This guy?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I think he'd be cool in the phone game.
Yeah, he could be really cool. If he was just like a shadow, kind of like a Red Skull in Infinity War with the floating black.
Yeah, he should like float off the ground.
He just goes up and he's just like, your mother doesn't love you.
Okay, DJ wants to know if he's wearing the headband. No, DJ, he's not wearing the headband, okay?
Why is he not? He looks so weird. Who told him he could
just get Finster not wearing his blue headband?
Maybe they didn't send us that when they sent the costume.
No, it's just this recently.
Maybe they lost it.
No, in the same episode we saw it, but I'm not sure if that was footage that we've seen already.
Yeah, in the Sentai footage that we used, it was on there. And that
I'm not sure. Meanwhile, back at the swamp. Oh.
There's no dinosaurs. That's a lame swamp. Not like Sin City.
Sin City has dinosaurs in a swamp?
Yeah, the tar pit. We're in the Big Fat Kill when Dwight drives up to the swamps to get rid of the car with Jackie Boy's body.
Are they being sent to cut Tommy's hair?
I only know the movies. So.
It's in the movies.
The dinosaurs?
Yeah, we cut and there's like dinosaurs. It's like, and there's like lightning. They're not like moving dinosaurs. They're just like big dinosaur statues.
Oh, maybe I didn't think that they were actually dinosaurs.
Well, no, that would destroy the integrity of that universe.
Oh, so they're not actually dinosaurs.
No, and you listen to the comment, there's a whole thing where Rodriguez talks about trying to figure out what the symbolism of the dinosaurs is. Like, what do they mean? And he asked Frank Miller. Frank Miller's like, dinosaurs are cool. I want to draw a dinosaur.
Just once I want these people to have like a mildly meaningful conversation. Are you going to the mall later? Well, I don't know if I'm going to the mall later. Oh my God. Could we have some more superficial trite dialogue?
He has to go work out, Cap. He has to go work out.
Okay, I'm going to go work out. Okay, here's some...
Does Tommy do katas?
Yes, he does. And sometimes puts them on VHS tapes for the rest of us to enjoy.
For you guys to act out.
Yeah.
He looks tubby there. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Did you just say
he's not talking about balls?
Tubby?
No, okay. no, the Wizard of Deception.
Well, he's been off for a while.
That's true. That's true.
Maybe he's married to Scorpina.
Hi.
How are you?
Power Rangers could really use some of that weed and stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
Like when that demon comes for Willow and wants her to be like a demon like him, and she's like, no. He's like, oh, okay.
She just walks off.
That's one of my favorites of the Whedon reversals.
And this is obviously that's not too silly for Power Rangers.
No, of course not. Maybe they do some of that in like SPD where like there's monsters always running around, but I doubt it.
SPD has their own like informant, like the guy from Daredevil.
Yeah. He's like a pig guy or a rat guy.
I think his name is Pig something, but he looks.
Yeah, I think his name's Piggy.
Yeah. But he looks scaly. He doesn't really.
Yeah.
That is one of the shows we're doing all on, right, DJ?
Oh yeah.
Names are things other people give you. I don't remember what that's from.
You should be preoccupied by that the rest of the night.
What is that?
SPD will be.
No. I'm not familiar with that. I thought you made that up. And you're like, where did I get that from? I'm like, this is one of those things where like Eric might be just quoting himself, but he's not sure. Maybe we haven't seen him before. See, sometimes we'll see a thing I recognize because I've watched this show.
Yeah, I can't tell if it was recent or less recent.
Remembering this episode but I'm going back to the other Tommy Double episode when he sees himself from like 5 minutes in the future. Remember that?
Did you see all the putties were like running forward and then there was this one just like Jack Sparrow running like the other direction? It's really funny.
Jack Sparrow then not appearing in the next Pirates movie.
Speaking of Jack Sparrow, look at Tommy's hair again. We haven't had Wasserman in quite a while, yeah?
Yeah. Well, we haven't shot this in quite a while.
We haven't done a lot of
5 or 6 of them.
What if it said 6 for 1?
Yes,
like,
but Ron Wasserman made this song before we had a 6th Ranger, or before he got to regularly be a Ranger.
Oh, I love that the subtitles break up words for how it's sung. So it was AL hyphen I hyphen VE.
Yeah, and it'll be like yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fun. That's attention to detail. You don't have to get on Netflix.
Yeah, but whoever I keep so we're talking about subtitles again. I keep thinking it must be different people because you'd think with that kind of attention to detail, how do you also make mistakes like Zordan?
Or like that one time.
You know about the Zordan thing, right?
Yes.
No, do they do that?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Through most of first season, it says Zordan every time it's Zordon. It's supposed to be Zordon.
Interesting. You remember that one time we watched Transmorphers and the subtitles cut out for the last half hour?
Yeah, I forgot about that. And we're like, come on,
that's
you got
a video. You can go watch it.
Keep the subtitles for people who might be doing a commentary on their first watch.
They do a thing like this in Beetleborgs when they create the Shadow Borg, and they steal the shoulder pad of the blue Beetleborg, and they use that as the thing that they make the new.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, what's even weirder? They replaced that. The flabber puts like a snake on his shoulder, and then it becomes a shoulder pad. It's
strange. There's a lot of weird stuff in that show.
There is.
You know, the Wizard of Deception looks like he could have been a Beetleborgs monster.
He does.
Yeah.
Lucas That's all we can ever do, because you can't do anything and I have no arms.
But at least you have cosmic awareness and you know everything. Lucas Green says, if you can make power coins, Rita, from monsters, why not do this more often? Plus, Happy New Year, Captain Friends. Well, that's always my thing with both Rita and Zed. Why haven't you tried this before? Or what is stopping you from doing things again? Thomas says, so this was just about giving Tommy a haircut?
No, he still got pulled back. Oh, because they cut the hair. They cut the hair.
Yeah, because Logan Skull were trying to cut it.
No, there's no way they actually cut Jason David Frank's hair.
No, it's his quaff of power.
That's where his acting talent comes from.
Yeah, all of it.
Baron OKC says to Eric that the quote comes from Gundam Wing Endless Waltz.
Yes, it does! I watched that on Christmas Eve!
Yeah, you told me about that. You watched that.
Wow. That was
good job.
Deep pull comment.
I couldn't mean anything to people watching this months in the future, but for folks watching this live right now, Eric and I are going to have like a 16-hour omnibus the next time we have an omnibus.
Because one of them takes somebody else's name. He was always known as like No Name. And then he takes somebody else's name. And he's like, well, I guess I should figure out a new name now that we found out that guy's evil. And they're like, no, I like your name. Names are things other people give you.
The toothpick.
I'm so glad that someone was able to help me. What I want to know is if he knew it or if he Googled it.
I would have called this episode Return of Green with Evil.
Tell me if you knew it or if you Googled it. I'm less impressed if you Googled it.
It did take him a little while to post it.
I think you can kind of see a mouth, like in the fire.
That makes me think that there's like, they're using the actual, like that guy must be giving a performance, right?
You know what?
Or maybe they superimposed a mouth on it. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. What was that?
You know what that face reminds me of? I just watched this for the first time this Christmas. Have you ever watched Scrooged?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that once.
You know the what is it? The Ghost of Future?
Ghost of Future.
Yeah.
Where he opens it and it's terrifying. He's like,
it's horrifying.
I don't remember that anymore. I'll have to go back to that movie at some point.
It's a good movie.
I remember liking it okay.
It's one I've only seen once or twice. Like, it wasn't part of my childhood upbringing of Christmas movies, so it's not
me either. Somebody gave me that for Christmas in like high school or something.
I do love.
Yeah, I got it like a Dirty Santa, and I just finally watched it this year.
Angel Grove has 376,000 people. I just feel like they sometimes treat it like a smaller town, and sometimes they treat it like a big city.
He's wearing green.
Yeah, you guys should immediately be suspicious. But half of your team couldn't figure it out the first time. So
I don't know what a big and small population is. Is 390, is that more comparable to a city?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a decent sized city, man.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if that was like a small city or like, I don't know.
Lawrence, where I grew up, is like 80,000 maybe.
Okay. The show I watch, Letterkenny, opens every episode with there's 5,000 people in Letterkenny, and these are their problems. So 5,000. I was like, well, that's a small town.
No, 5,000 is a small town, but 376,000 is a pretty decently sized city.
Well, yeah, but that's supposed to be like a super small town, so I didn't know relatively if that's...
But that actually, yeah. Remember how they treat Smallville like it's a small town, but it's like got 45,000 people?
Mm-hmm.
And like Lawrence used to be about that size? Like, no.
What is she wearing?
It's because they went to the past.
Oh, so it's not like Mennonites? They're not the what are those called? When the Mennonites have the little fast forward you can go buy things? What are those called?
I don't know right off.
Okay. It's like a flea market, but it's not.
Like a swap meet?
Maybe.
So I always get confused when I watch Wild West Rangers because I think that these are the same episode, but they're not.
Thinking about that.
Hey, why don't you calm down with calling people witches?
And
Like I know a little bit about the witch trials, and you start saying witches, you're women, and like chances are people are gonna start calling you witches.
Because whenever I see Wild West Rangers, I think I expect a bunch of rats, a bunch of giant rats, but that's this episode. This is the giant rats episode, and that's gonna get boring. By the way,
know,
do you remember the giant rats?
No,
there were giant rats,
but
they're coming.
Princess Bride type thing.
They didn't completely.
Not really.
Rodents of unusual size? Is that what those are? Or TOSs? Rodents of unusual size? Anyways,
I don't know what you're saying.
They're not. That's what they're called in Princess Bride.
Okay. I haven't seen that.
Rodents of
oh, I see what you're saying. Okay,
yeah. Or USs, I think is. Anyways, they did not phone in the costumes. Like they're not like the best costumes, but like this is kind of what period stuff looked like on TV. Like if you watch like North and South, like it doesn't look too far from this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they probably went to. Well, they've got kind of a lake back there. I was gonna say they probably went to, like a standing set somewhere, but
this might be one of those like recreation towns.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say they went to like a reenactment and just.
Yeah, reenactment, not recreation.
Well, this explains why when Kimberly is in Wild West Rangers, she's not that surprised that she went back in time.
Yeah, they do it all the time.
Who are they talking about? Who went out? Is it Tommy and Kimberly, or are they talking about other characters? Are there other people in this town? I imagine they're talking about Tommy and Kimberly.
Oh, because 376, it's a small town. It's a pretty tiny population, really.
Hi.
And Jeffrey says, the history buff in me gets a little bugged that they just said 1700s and didn't say anything specific beyond that.
Well,
Cliffhanger.
Yeah, but time travel in Power Rangers is really bad, so you probably don't want them to be any more specific.
Yeah, you
Jerry, what are the counts at?
What did you just say?
What are the counts at? You're counting things. What are all the counts at?
We can go over that. Let's do that in the intro. How about that?
Yeah, because we don't have anything to say over the intro. All right, here we go. Episode 45 is Return of the Green Ranger, part 2. I did not remember that this was also that time travel thing. This is one of those kind of Star Trek Next Gen things where I'll be like, I remember the A plot, but not the B plot. Because these two things go together.
And a show should be named like Friends.
The one where
the one where they go back to colonial America.
And I think they're gonna do the stupid time travel thing in this where they pretend like everything is happening at the same time, like it's not actually in different time periods. But I forget. There is some of that in Power Rangers though. All right, here we go. Everybody, please press play right now.
Remember, in San Dimas, time is always counting up.
All right, so we have 9 cakes.
That's just cakes, not people falling into cakes.
Just cakes.
9 cakes.
Just cakes in general.
Okay.
Most of them were fallen into though.
Did you count the cake making machine?
I did count the cake-o-matic.
I thought you counted the cake-o-matic.
And he got the wedding cake. You got the wedding cake.
Oh, did you get the wedding cake from?
That brings us to 10 then.
You were slacking off, Jerry. Come on, man.
All right, man. I was distracted by Eric.
Jeffrey thinks this should be called the one where Tommy gets his hair cut. Go ahead.
We have 13 shaky cam earthquakes / explosions.
Nice. That's special for like 80 episodes in season 1.
There's probably more. I might have missed some. 7 Evil Rangers. This is the 8th instance of an Evil Ranger.
All right.
Tommy. We have 5 instances of giving up / losing power so far. No identical ancestors. Are we going to get any identical ancestors in this?
In this one, I'm not sure, but that will happen in Wild West Rangers. Most
certainly. Definitely will. Yeah. So none of those. 1 multicolored ranger. That's Tommy, obviously.
I think Vulcan's score in this one too, but I'm not sure. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
1 instance of obvious stunt doubles, which will increase dramatically later.
Are we in the Back to the Future barn right now?
And then no reunion episodes and 3 clip / flashback episodes.
3 already? Wow.
Oh, come on, out of 80 episode. That's pretty good. At
least season 1 doesn't end with a recap episode. Masked Rider ends with a recap episode.
Wow, that's rough.
Or a clip show episode, yeah. Well, but it has a real ending, but the way they aired it, it comes like there's like 10 more episodes. All the old Kamen Riders show up.
Yeah, because there'll be the White Stranger in the other one. That will definitely.
Yes. Now I'm just impatient to get to that.
Yeah. How far is it? I wonder how far that is into season 3.
Aisha's gonna have no problems in colonial America.
Not at all.
Even like Doctor Who kinds of problems.
Yep. Tommy's facing his most difficult foe, himself.
Well, it's the only person that can match it.
In his eyes.
No, it's real deep. It's like a Creed thing, you guys. Like,
there's no eyes.
Yeah, dance around, Zed. That makes you seem more formidable and intimidating.
One of them is green, and the other one is white.
We have not confirmed yet if both of them can morph.
Also, one of them has a sword, and one of them has a dagger. One of them has a dragon sword. One of them has a tiger sword. There are a few things different between them.
Were you watching? They're exactly the same.
How in the world does cutting his hair and making a clone give him the powers of the dragon sword again? Does he have the powers?
That's what I was wondering.
Well, will we get the dragon sword?
I mean, just the power of the dragon ranger.
Oh.
Like,
yeah, he's right. I mean, if he can morph green, he's got the powers of the dragon sword.
Is Injustice Scarecrow? Is he the Wizard of Despair? Is he responsible for the time travel?
It's deception.
Is it possible
it's deception.
He's pulling power from across time? Like he's connecting to the Dragon Ranger powers like from like 5 months ago?
It'd be really cool. That's a great idea. It'd be great if it was in the episode.
I think he should pull the power from the Sock Rangers from season 2, the beginning.
He could pull forward too, I guess. He could be pulling like a different Green Ranger's power.
Lucas Green asks, when you watch an Old West Rangers besides the normal teenagers with attitude, I always liked the idea of doing a Power Rangers that was a period piece.
I don't think there's ever been a Western-styled Sentai.
No, we like to dabble with it and have, we got the cowboy guy in the newest iteration.
Yeah. Well, he's American. That's what Americans are like.
Has anybody seen did any of you guys see that?
Remember when he was famous? The show doesn't. I'm sorry, what?
Have any of you guys seen there's this crazy movie that was imported over here and like English dubbed? It's called 7 Lucky Ninja Kids here. I don't remember what it's called.
No, I've never heard of this. Is it like 3 Ninjas Kick Back?
Yeah.
Or the prequel, like, 3 Ninjas?
It's like that. I didn't know you were a 3 Ninjas fan. We have to talk about that later because I've been trying to talk about that with Kat. But,
it's very hard.
I'm sorry, I didn't watch that when I was a kid. I've never seen that. Okay,
it's very hard to get a hold of, so it's been like a decade since I've seen it. One of them is difficult.
Knuckle Up is awesome.
All I know is that Kino's in it. That's all I know.
What's great is if you look at the actors, they come back and leave. So like it's like the same kids in 1, 3, and then I think some of them are in 4 and 2. It's great.
No, the crazy thing is they shot 1 and Knuckle Up at the same time, but it was too dark because it got complaints. So they didn't release it, and then they released Kickback. They made Kickback with different actors.
That explains why they come back for 3.
Yeah.
So we're not detects a disturbance in the morphin grid.
Oh, I see. That makes sense.
It's crazy. Well, we talked about it earlier because one of the kids.
It took them way too long to realize that there were 2 Tommies.
The kid who plays young Rocky is in the 4th 3 Ninjas movie, High Noon at Mega Mountain.
Interesting. That's what Hulk Hogan, right?
Yeah. And he has been riding his young Rocky train up until now. It's his Facebook. He says he's the last original Red Ranger. It's ridiculous.
We've been talking about this, yeah.
He's doing
going to ask you guys if I was intruding upon your conversation with my Power Rangers commentary.
No, that was coming around. Rangers and Power Rangers are not so dissimilar.
DJ, tell him about the MMA fight.
Yes. But anyway, before I get there, what I was saying was 7 Lucky Ninja Kids is this Japanese movie we brought over here. There's an American kid as one of the ninja kids, and he just wears like Rocky and Rambo stuff. Like he's all Rocky and Rambo. That's all he does. But anyway,
connections to surf ninjas.
Okay, well they can because they're doing it right now. Like,
oh, it's the crappy shield.
Oh, but it's not the silver helmet we'll have later.
Yeah, it's the original.
Is anybody else getting Superman 3 flashbacks?
I'm not a fan of the silver helmet. Are you guys a fan of the updated?
No, it just feels wrong because they don't address it.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And is it like fan made or something? Is
DJ,
like
we're doing the Spark thing again. We got Sparks in the kick.
The weird animated Sparks. Wow, they're just doing Tommy's kick over and over and over.
But yeah, tell them about the MMA fight.
But yeah, the guy who's claiming to be the last original Red Ranger on his Facebook, and he wears the Colt outfit, even though he never actually wore that in the Three Ninjas movies he's in. But he's doing an MMA fight with the kid who played young Justin. Not young Justin, just Justin.
Mm-hmm.
And they're trying to like hype it up and promote it right now on Facebook. I sent it to Cap the other day.
It's like the last original Red Ranger and the most hated Blue Ranger come to blows.
Yeah.
But we're definitely going to have to do an episode on that if that ever happens.
Tommy should be, Jason Frank should be the ref.
Yeah.
Jason David Frank should just fight Justin and more people would care. Of course,
he would lose.
He'd be older. And yeah. Back Studios puts in $1.99 super chat and wants to know why we think Power Rangers has lasted in culture.
Because it's cool.
I think it just easily appeals to kids.
Did you say because it's cool?
That's it.
Yeah, you guys can't expect deep discourse, intellectual discourse.
I think it easily appeals to kids, and I think once they started changing every season, it's really easy for new kids to jump on.
If we kept a real complex continuity all the way through, it probably wouldn't have lasted.
Yeah.
And toys.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's so merchandise.
And unfortunately, not video games.
And also because it's cheap to make.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's really easy to make your money back on this show because half the work's done for you already.
Well, and it was almost dead a couple of times. In Space was supposed to the last one, and then when Disney took it over, RPM was supposed to the last one, and
unfortunately, it wasn't.
And as we've grown up, obviously the nostalgia train has helped sell it to us again, and we're giving it money again. But that's not keeping the kid shows on the air.
You know what's weird? A lot of people I meet who are younger than me, like a decade younger, like younger but not like kids, they all claim to have grown up with Mighty Morphin.
Yeah.
It's like we have
But it was 10 years after that.
It's like we have brainwashed everyone to believe this is the only Power Rangers, and what you watched when you were a kid was this.
And there's no way that could happen because it was just put on Netflix a few years ago.
And it wasn't like it was in constant reruns.
We did re-air it quite a bit, but not enough that you would be likely to see it as opposed to whatever was
and
new.
Not like a decade after I was a kid. Disney wasn't re-airing it.
No.
These are people that should have been growing up with
Dino
Storm and Dino Thunder.
Yeah.
And I do meet a lot of those people though.
SPD as well. SPD is a big one.
He's got Power Coin, you guys. He's gonna go look at me and say, I don't understand.
How do you morph without it?
I don't know.
Does he not have powers? Is he like Mystique or Morph? Where he just imitates the.
Yeah, the crappy American Shield is a part of him.
Someone's gonna hand him a phone. He's gonna tuck it. He's gonna tuck it away.
We've been talking about a whole lot of other things, and I'm not paying enough attention to this episode. Why are we doing a time travel thing?
I missed that in the first episode. That's why I asked if the
I know the idea was for Zed had this idea to get rid of them so that they wouldn't have to deal with them, and if they're in the past, they don't have to deal with them. But it's weird that the two Tommies are in the past too, and
do the thing that Superman did with Doomsday. Just throw them to the end of the universe, when the universe explodes. Just put the Power Rangers there.
Oh no, we're not.
That's pretty good.
You moron. Oh, this is reused footage.
It is. That's from Green with Evil, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he teleported in, it was the same footage.
I have a theory, guys. Alpha, the point of the different discs in the back of Alpha is to decide whether or not he's going to be competent. He's got a competent disc, he's got a dumb disc.
Did you hear what Tommy said?
No, I missed it.
He said, I'm here to deliver a message. And so I was like, what is it? He goes, I'll tell you when I'm good and ready.
Make me some tea, robot.
Man, Zed is so lame.
Yeah, remember back when Zed was cool?
Yeah, but later we'll get him snoring. with like a night protector mask on, right?
That's all we see of him in Turbo.
Yeah,
in the Turbo movie.
How's he snore? He's got no nose. Maybe he does. I guess under that mask.
Is that a mask or is it his face?
See, I'm not sure. That's why he's great.
Confirms it's or no, Boom confirms it's all prosthetic, right? Because his skin was ripped off.
That's what I would have done with it.
Yeah, but maybe I'm wrong. I thought that's what Boom did in that Z issue.
But he
the 6 pages like, of a manual that's great, but not long enough. Cinematographic, you moron. Eric Holden, 2019. Oh, Thomas says the Tommies aren't in the past. Okay, I'm not paying any attention.
Yeah, I didn't think they were in the past.
Are they not in the past? Okay.
I thought they may have gotten retransported and I missed it.
No, he said,
are they supposed to be like in the same area, but now? Is that or are they somewhere else entirely?
I think it's Angel. Like Angel.
That's the George Cook Coach House.
Sometimes it's not Cardenas' fault.
Wait.
Sometimes he's given stupid things to say.
Is the lead one Skull?
Yes.
So that's identical ancestor.
Yeah, that's an identical. Gotta write that one down.
Why is only Skull here?
I don't know. You'll get Bulk and Skull in Wild West Rangers.
Man, counting a lot of stuff this episode.
If it's 2, are you counting the different? So like if Bulk shows up, would you count Bulk as well, or is it 1?
Oh, I asked Cap. He wants to count like, well, I don't know for that one, but for Evil Rangers, he wanted to count just instances. So when it was like 5 of them, we only counted it as 1. So I don't know how we wanted. I assume we would do every one for this, though.
Yeah, I would think we would do each of them for this for this one.
Yeah.
Oh no, sheep! Our one weakness. How did they know?
This has to be
So what we didn't realize is that what makes you worthy of the Ranger power is a sheep allergy, and they all have that.
Well, it's not that it makes you worthy. It's just it's the only thing that can let you know if they're molecularly compatible with the power.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. So the Rangers are going to get this girl killed, right? Like she's going to be murdered.
Yeah, because she's aiding witches. Witches.
Look, DJ, we're busy explaining the mythology, okay? The cinematographic says, press triangle for Rocky's acting.
Oh, but the triangle button is broken.
Jade Nova says, we never got a real Zed fight because the suit was too fragile. There are places where you can tell, too, that suit doesn't hang together real well.
Oh, here we go.
Is that Skull? Or I mean Bulk?
Yeah, it's Bulk. Spoilers.
Uncle Ben.
He does look like Ben Franklin with that hair.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
Is he Ben Franklin?
That would be amazing.
He just said Ben's the name.
Why is Ben Franklin in Angel Grove right now?
Is he going to go on about naps? So one day I was talking to Cap.
Yeah. Is he going to talk about how people shouldn't sleep all night?
So one day I was talking to Cap and he was telling me they read Benjamin Franklin's autobiography.
It's
and
wonderful.
said the man is obsessed with naps.
He gets up at like 4, right?
He works on the Uberman sleep schedule.
Yeah. Yeah. He sleeps like 4 times a day.
Wow. I mean, he doesn't now. He used to.
Well, I mean, you don't know that.
Could be.
Hey, Eric,
we don't actually know if anyone's dead.
Should be a favor, go upstairs.
Science on that.
Should be a favor, go upstairs, get Ben Franklin for me, so we can get him on this Power Rangers commentary. I was gonna save him for later, but I had a real special guest for this show.
Introducing.
Is it true that you slept with Clea and annoyed Dr. Strange? Yes, it is true. That did happen. That's canon. I'm not even joking.
All right, I'm gonna add Ben Bulk Franklin.
Bulk Franklin. Eric, we're also gonna have Houdini on, and he's gonna talk about that time that he palled around with Spawn.
Sure. And how he rejected Lovecraft's story of him because he had him fainting multiple times in the story, and he wanted to look heroic in the story about him.
I think that is a completely fair request. I think that's totally understandable. Like if I was constantly fainting, I'd be like, what's this? What am I, Kimberly and Green with Evil? What was this?
I don't know why they contracted Lovecraft. Lovecraft doesn't write heroic characters. They're just people that deal with horrible things.
It is cool that they didn't do Bulk and Skull as a duo like they always do. They kind of like
yeah, because in Wild West Rangers they will be.
Yeah.
Oh, those are.
It's like Bulk's the leader of the Resistance. Or whatever.
It's also cool that he's not bumbling in this.
Yeah,
like he gets to play a totally different character.
Well, in Skull too.
Yeah, and they're not doing the music.
They will become friends by the end of this three-parter, right?
Probably. Do they become bumbling at that point?
Yeah, probably. Wait, you can just come here and then go back?
That's what I'm saying. It's like it's all happening at the same time.
No, I just mean that he has the power to just come here and then go back.
Yeah. I mean, that's weird too.
I'm fine with happening at the same time. That's Bill and Ted rules. That's fine.
I don't like that. Always bothers me.
Ninja Turtles 3 rules where they're happening at the exact same time.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, but it makes sense of Bill and Ted.
Why can't I complain about the things that bother me, Eric?
Because at least as Bill and Ted explains it, if time is always ticking up in your future, you could go to an alternate future, in which case it wouldn't be happening at the same time. Does that make sense?
Not really.
You're like temporally linked to your time. So if you leave for 5 years and then come back, 5 years have passed in your time. Otherwise, you're in an alternate dimension.
But this doesn't
because you left. Okay, I'm just saying.
And
that's how it works in Bill
almost nothing else does that.
Speaking of Splinter, we have really creepy rat.
Yeah, they're super creepy. But usually, if you go back in time, you can change stuff in the past that alters the future.
Well, and Bill and Ted also works on anything you do has already happened. Circular logic.
Yeah. Now, if this is doing that, then okay, I guess. But
it will be contradicted by later episodes if it is doing that.
But like,
it already has with the
Eric. That's maybe fine if the Rangers are tied to their own time. But from that guy's perspective, what is going on? From the deception guy.
Well, he just goes back because he's also tied to that time, so he would go back to the regular time. This is also recycled footage.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, because it has a good shield.
Oh, by the way, yes, Dragonzoid.
Yep.
We're getting the whole.
Wait, isn't this all stuff we cut from his actual original appearance?
Yeah, we didn't use it yet.
This isn't here.
And are they making a big deal out of it because it's been so long since we've seen the Dragonzoid?
Well, I think it's because he's evil now, so we don't care if he like kills all the people.
Yeah, that makes sense because he's not Tommy.
I like how we didn't see it yet, though. It's just if you've never seen this before, you're like, what was all that water moving around?
What are all these Japanese men doing at the Angel Grove dock?
Ah, history because they're in the past. Get it?
So funny. Okay, one more part. We get to see more rats running around. I just don't feel like these two things go together. Like, I feel like we should have done one of these or the other thing.
Well, they have to give them something to fight in the past, right? That's why we do that?
But they couldn't.
No, I'm just saying.
So
I feel like it's weird to make this a 3-parter. I feel like putting these two ideas together is weird. I feel like you do an episode with the two Tommies, and you do an episode where you go back to the 1700s. I think it's really weird to do both.
What? I mean, it starts with the contrivance to get the Rangers away from Tommy, right?
Yeah.
We need Tommy to be by himself.
It's a really strange contrivance.
But we had such a great idea for what to do with them in the past. We couldn't just kind of have that be an also ran story. So it has to be 3 parts that both stories can get
their due.
Live up to their full potential.
Well, I mean, they nailed it. Well done. All right,
we'll
folks.
see if they stick the landing.
If you're watching
3-parters do.
After the fact, get ready to press play when I say now. Here we go, folks. We're watching episode 46. It is the 3rd part of Return of the Green Ranger. Here we go. Everybody, please press play right now. Rockman says, Ben Franklin and Captain Logan's Constitution page by page. That's pretty good.
I like the shot of Billy in the introduction where it looks like he's like slowly sidekicking.
Jaden Nova says Tommy hijacks the franchise like what Lestat does in the Vampire Chronicles.
That's fair.
Let's just keep comparing Power Rangers to more sophisticated material.
actually do stuff with Lestat, at least for like 2 or 3 books. Arguably 4.
Yeah, I still love that Tommy's prevailing character trait is leadership. His prevailing character trait before was
forgetfulness.
Idiot.
He's been laying on the ground for a while.
I was like that we set up Dragonsword in an episode cliffhanger, and we don't show him in that episode. It's like if you've not seen him, you really don't know what's coming.
You gotta wait.
And your friend's like, "Oh, you're so dumb. I was watching last year, and I know what's coming." He's stupid.
Well, it was also there at the beginning of this year too.
Yeah, he's come back a lot.
You just jumped on this bandwagon.
I bet you don't even know about Tor being flipped over.
He looks like he has trouble with those stairs. Did anybody else see him having trouble with those stairs?
So
Ultimate evil in the universe can't
the shot
stairs.
we just saw is the reason we don't see him fight. Whoa! Look at Goldar's face.
I wish when I was looking really hard. That's what it looked like. Like just it was just being like people could tell I'm concentrating on looking something. But it's like real tunnel vision. Like he can zoom in on like just this real specific small spot.
Wouldn't it be really embarrassing sometimes where you're just like, wait, I'm looking. Stop bothering me, I'm looking.
Oh, it's an elephant. I was looking at the trunk and the tail and legs. I was like, is that a tree? Is that a snake?
What if Zed ever needs that map with the push pin thing?
Here it comes.
Ah!
Hey, you aren't the Asian gentleman that we saw earlier. There they are.
I'm not convinced they were splashed with real water.
I'm not either. They were not in the splash zone. They did not get wet.
Okay, so looking at the Wizard of Deception, tell me if you agree with this. So
he
we
should
can
have been
do
Master Vile.
So we can do that. I like that. I agree. I agree with that. Now I'm gonna make a statement. If that's not too scary, why is Zed glowing red? Why can't we still do all the cool Zed stuff if we can do that?
I mean, that's expensive.
No, but if the whole reason that we're not doing it is because it's too scary now.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's not too scary, but Zed was too scary?
No, I'm suggesting we stop doing Zed glowing red because it's expensive, which also doesn't make sense. It's not actually an argument.
It's
Skull just has a sphere of cheese.
3 people need to go to Morphicon in giant rat
Yes, they do. And
costumes.
just like terrorize people.
Yeah.
That's us. 1, 2, 3.
Let's do it. You and I are talking about going to Morphicon. Did we tell you that?
No.
We'll talk about it.
We're thinking about it. If we can make it work.
We're gonna try to pull it off. I'm gonna start saving up for it. It is the single best convention I've ever been to.
But do you want to go again and risk it not being the best convention you've ever been to again?
Well, I'll be with DJ.
Well, sure.
We'll have a bad time together.
No, I'm sure it'll be great.
So
what are you, blind?
Is the reason he's all disoriented because they cut some of his hair off?
No, because he was fighting like Green Ranger last episode, right?
Well, why has he been disoriented? He keeps walking up to people.
He's been bumbling around.
Maybe it's because they took like some of his essence.
Tommy's always got problems with losing power.
That's like a Wiccan voodoo-y kind of thing. Like they took some of your like life essence, even though it's just hair. I buy that.
In Power Rangers, at the very least.
As much as I buy like a voodoo doll, like sure, voodoo dolls are often done with just hair.
Zombie Island.
Yeah,
Eric, if you're able to come with us, what would you cosplay as?
I don't know.
Would you be a monster? Nobody's ever monsters.
Well, that's because it's expensive. Like, no, I don't have the resources or wherewithal to do that.
I mean,
yeah,
suits.
We know a guy who does.
I looked into suits. They're like $1,200.
Yep.
But I know a guy who can make you a monster suit.
I really want to get a Sestro suit.
I mean,
yeah, that'd be awesome.
I really want, like, I guess it's not a costume. Like, I would wear it. I really want a Lightspeed Rescue jacket.
Oh, sure, yeah. I want the Time Force Captain Logan jacket.
Yeah,
that's what I still really want.
I think because I used to want an in space jacket. I think Lightspeed Rescue is my favorite of all the jackets. I think it's the most practical. It doesn't immediately look like anything.
Yeah, space jacket is kind of ostentatious.
Yeah. People are like, "What are you wearing?" But like the Lightspeed Rescue jacket's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's like a leather. It's like red leather.
Yeah. I'd wear that.
You could get the.
I think those are cooler than the space jackets.
You could get one of the suits from Lost Galaxy, like the blue that Kai wears.
That's true.
The full body
That's
suit.
true. I mean, I wouldn't wear that around town. I would wear the Lightspeed Rescue jacket, like just out and about.
You don't want the Green Ranger's coveralls that he just keeps wearing, even though he's not a mechanic anymore.
He's still a mechanic, right? He's working on the ship and stuff.
Did they give him a job on the ship? Oh, he's working on the.
I think he's usually working on the Alpha Mega or the Mega ship.
Yeah, the Mega ship. But doesn't he wear it like around just Terra Ventures all the time?
That's just normal.
I'm a little kid at the same time, but we're gonna ignore that. Yeah, it works, Zordon. Oh boy, it worked! Yay!
That's really heavy. You should be careful swinging that.
I should. I can't pick this up without turning it on.
Which is funny because we couldn't figure out how to turn it on in the first place.
No, we figured out how to turn it on. We couldn't figure out how to make him talk.
Oh, okay.
Which I can do that.
Can you?
Yes.
Jason's doing it just fine.
Well, he was growling first. He was in the middle of something.
I don't want to disturb him. What was that?
I don't know. What is the butt dance they're doing? Why are they doing
But they came in like real like they started dancing. It was weird.
Wow, he already got his Z hit. It's taking him forever to disappear.
That's the kind of stuff that like they do to entertain themselves while making the show, right?
Oh, clearly. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like
I watched the documentary with the it was about the stunts of the show. It's on YouTube. And the stunt choreographer said he would just tell the putties just do something goofy when you teleport in, and they came up with like a bunch of different things, like that one where they're like holding hands and like jumping sideways.
I wonder if putties can swim. I want to see synchronized swimming with putties.
You know, I don't love the White Tiger Sword. It's really impressive that it runs and looks good.
Yeah, it is. Especially because we're always stuck with CG Zords now, and they never look good doing anything they're doing.
Budget practical effects on a TV budget like that. That's really cool. We are never going to see them in the same frame.
Especially because this is in the same season as the crappy Griffin and Unicorn Zords that just roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it looks like it actually moves that fast. It doesn't look like they have to speed up footage.
Yeah, no, it looks great.
Yes, Johnny St. Pierre, DJ has his DVDs organized by color.
There's always one.
There's always one.
Wait, do you really?
I'm sorry for bringing it up yet again, DJ.
Yeah, white to yellow, orange, red, green, blue.
How do you find things if you don't immediately know what color they are?
I do immediately know what color they are.
But aren't there certain things where like seasons of shows like if you had like Futurama and like season 1 is purple and season 2 is green?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
I do it exactly how you think I do it.
Wow.
Yeah, like he's got Lost season 3 there without the rest of Lost.
Yeah, Lost season 3 is here, and then Lost season 2 is up here, and then Lost season 1 is blue, so it's down here.
I wouldn't be able to deal with that. It's got to be alphabetical.
It's got to be aesthetic.
Yeah, but it looks cool.
It does. It looks great.
You just know he's got a cheat sheet off to the side, like. You never thought you'd see rats chasing Ben Franklin, but there they are. That's cool.
Only one Tommy can survive. Only if that was true. We have to see we see Tommies every year.
Yeah, we do this kind of thing a lot.
just this year, right?
Yeah.
In the
look, he's going red.
Yeah, we just did it again. Oh, is he?
Yeah, look.
Yeah, but that's not the effect they usually do. That's weird.
That's like a animation thing. That's weird.
No, that's really strange, and it's not angry red. It's not like I'm freaking out. Like what even is
pondering
that?
red.
Okay,
yeah.
So he said
pondering red.
He said
pondering red.
The Wizard of Deception is the only one that holds the power to transport across time.
Oh, okay, that's why
only the wizard can do it.
Okay. Thanks for letting me know what the plot of this episode is.
You're just distracted by the pondering red.
And the 16 other topics we've brought up while we're watching this.
Wait, are we gonna get like a bunch of Zigzias against each other? Are we gonna have warring Zigzias?
No, I don't think they're gonna fight again.
Oh, that's disappointing. I should have paid attention the first time.
They're just gonna try to grab that. He just jumped over his head.
Yeah, I saw that.
And what I'm saying is, but the Green Ranger didn't do anything. He just jumped over his head. The Green Ranger gonna grab his feet or anything. He didn't do anything.
Oh man,
do something.
He was like, "You of all people should not underestimate me." But then the Green Ranger should kicked him in the face, be like, "Yes, but you should know not to underestimate me."
And then not only do they do competing zigzags, but they try to get louder with them.
Yeah.
Why did the Rangers not borrow clothes? They're still running around in there.
Well, I knew they weren't going to be there for very
freaking
long.
Everybody out.
The rats just ran away.
Did they not solve the rat problem?
I remember the rats being a lot more prevalent in this.
Oh, there we go. Aisha's thinking.
Aisha, that's for past people to deal with.
Yeah, it won't affect the future in
Oh yeah, I forgot Adam had a romance with this girl.
Everything that's happened has already happened. It's fine.
Yeah, we had a lot of scenes after the last time we dealt with them.
Wow, they cheat cast. That's pretty big for Power Rangers.
Adam's he's pretty good, man. That's like his third girl already, because he had Scorpina and he had the girl before that.
He did have Scorpina.
I mean, Adam's the coolest of the Mighty Morphin Ranger.
Almost certainly, yeah.
Adam's my favorite. He's awesome. We were talking about that before. Adam's the most developed. He had a really good episode with a little kid earlier.
Interesting. He's also probably, in the long run, the most talented of all of these actors and has the most fulfilling career. I mean, he switches to voice acting, but...
Yeah, and he has a music career, too.
Yep.
And he's an awesome martial artist. I love his style. He just did a butterfly twist around earlier. And it was awesome.
I think Amy Jo Johnson is a decent actress.
Yeah.
In the couple of other things I've seen her in.
But doesn't she move to, Canadian acting?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's not real acting.
No, but she's been in other movies, too.
She was in a very uncomfortable movie for you.
Yes.
What?
Well, not the movie, but just that scene.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it.
It's weird. It's weird. She's in that Interstate 60 movie.
Oh, yeah.
With Marston. Yeah.
Where she has a mission that she's trying to...
Yeah, she has a mission to have the perfect sex.
Oh.
And so she sleeps with a bazillion different guys.
I see.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sound like you said wizard.
Show's over, wizard. Yeah, I'm free from the wizard's spell. He can't speed around me no more.
Well, to be fair, not to put you in existential crisis, but he made you?
Yeah, he didn't control you. You're not...
What if we just had two Tommies for the rest of the show? What if we just had Green Ranger Tommy and White Ranger Tommy?
This Tommy seems really entitled. He should appreciate the creature that created him.
But what if he had no powers and he was just goofing off in the command center with Alpha like the rest of the show? That was a new sound.
No, we've had that.
That boing, 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 boing.
Yeah, we've done that.
I mean, I know we did the finger thing, but it sounded weird.
Somebody else mentioned the computer. Say something else about the computer.
So this is obviously all because they were never on the same season together.
Yep. Oh no!
Wait.
Guess you're gonna ruin everything.
Wait.
Well, now the two Tommies are working together.
Are swords sentient living creatures?
We've had this conversation. We don't think these ones are. It's funny every time that happens.
Because...
The poor guy in the suit.
Wait, are they not? I thought these swords for sure were somewhat sentient.
The dragon sword is weird because he comes...
Yeah, that's a question.
Because just like straight up murdering him while they've been letting them live under the ocean all this time seems weird. But they were going to.
It's necessary, Eric. Okay, they
yes, he's just put them back under the ocean.
It was their only possible answer.
Okay, so question. Is this the last appearance of the Dragon Zord?
I don't know the answer to that. I think it is.
Because I don't think we bring it back in Dino Thunder, and that's a dream anyways.
Right.
All right. If I am okay at my job, and I'm writing Power Rangers, I am bringing up that the Dragon Zord is still under the ocean, and either bring it back, or if I can't do that because of budgetary constraints, I will build a new Zord out of it.
Yeah.
I will say that I will get a Dragon Zord and say it was built from the parts of the Dragon Zord underneath the ocean.
Or you say something about, you say that Tommy used it for something when he was building the new Power Ranger stuff in Dino Thunder.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
You say he used it already.
Yeah.
And that, like, there's parts that he built out of it or something.
I think he stays in the past. I think that's what we do about the rats.
Who stays in the past?
The Green Ranger.
Oh, that's right. I think you are right about that.
But then, wouldn't we have legends about Power Rangers?
Well, no, because all this happened already, and
which leads
there weren't legends before, so
you can't affect the past in this universe.
But
yeah,
the Dragon Zord's hanging under the water right now. In the past, he could summon the Dragon Zord. Oh, he's got quit being the Green Ranger. Ooh, it should have been a bicycle kick. Or is it a corkscrew? What does he do in the movie?
It's a corkscrew.
It's a corkscrew. It should be a corkscrew kick. Although bicycle kicks are also cool.
He does both.
He does both.
Bicycle when he's in the beginning, and then he does a corkscrew.
Yeah.
What's a bicycle kick?
It's when you keep kicking them while you're in midair.
Oh, no, he does do that. Yeah.
I don't think it's physically possible.
Well, Liu Kang
the corkscrew kick is really not possible.
Yeah, Liu Kang does do it in Mortal Kombat. He also does a bicycle kick.
Well, he does a straight one. Tommy does a sideways one.
Yeah.
Didn't think I'd have this conversation.
Oh man, who's Liu Kang? Is it Robin Shao? Is that his name?
I'm not sure.
He should be a Power Rangers villain. He's probably old enough now that and like he's probably still in shape and like can fight. He should He should be a Power Rangers villain.
That's a good idea.
I mean, what else is he doing? Like the Jungle Book bombed like 20 years ago.
It was so long ago. We've had one that people liked since then. Wait, he's holding his shield on.
He gave him clothes. I was right. He is like Mystique.
That crappy shield is part of him.
He doesn't look bad in Colonial clothes. That's too much.
Yeah, that's goofy.
Take care, buddy.
By me. Yep, and then there's Vulcan Skull. I like how they're handled in this better than Wild West Rangers. That's actually pretty cool.
So was he Ben Franklin?
I don't think he was.
I think he's supposed to be. His name is Ben. He's got glasses. He's a little on the larger side.
He's leading the resistance against the...
Yeah, I think he's Ben Franklin.
I like how ambiguous it is. It's nice that Power Rangers was subtle about something.
My goodness. We should start counting subtlety.
1. We got 1. I think that's too disputable. I think we'd be arguing about it the whole time.
Identical ancestor.
Identical ancestor.
There's another one. We always have to do that whole thing.
Always.
Where, of course, he's just now meeting a girl. Yep, and then we paused on a smile.
Such an adorable smile.
But I guess we didn't pause on everyone laughing.
Fall in love with him?
That just warms your heart right there. Adam doesn't do that much.
Well, that's
maybe
longer than it needed to be, but
that could have been a 2-parter.
It's a little different. I still think it's weird to put those two things together, but it's the rats weren't as irritating as I remembered. I remember that just going forever. It's just chasing rats all around the town forever. Well, that is it for us this evening, everybody. I can't believe we're already done. This went pretty quick. But anyway, that is Return of the Green Ranger. Next up, and this will be for everybody watching live on Friday. If you want to come back and join us, we're going to be doing Best Man for the Job and Storybook Rangers and Wild West Rangers. I didn't realize that was this far or this close to this. That's goofy. And like 2 episodes later, you do Wild West Rangers.
Yeah.
Okay. They just love time travel.
Yeah. So we got to do 3 next time again.
Yes.
How are you going to handle that with season 3?
What about it?
Aren't there like some 5-parters?
We have plans.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we had to do that with Green Evil too.
We had to split Green Evil.
Yeah, we got it all figured out. Anyway, well, folks, thanks a lot for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. We sure appreciate it. If you're watching this after the fact, we'll see you tomorrow. And glad Eric was able to be here with us for some of these very important episodes, or at least lengthy ones. And DJ, I'll see you Friday, buddy.
Yeah, man. It was great. See you guys next time.
Thanks for watching, folks. I'm Captain Logan. This is Eric and DJ.
See ya.
Bye, folks.